APBD. My husband is a patient, and that's my relationship. I want to find out more about it and do everything I can to be involved in the research and in the community. I think probably every other APBD patient, it was a long journey, and he wasn't initially diagnosed with this disease. And that's a big problem. People don't know about it. Physicians don't know about it. Neurologists, who you would expect to be aware of this group of diseases, it seems to be foreign. Urologists, that's one of urological issues is one of the first symptoms. So to make it short, we eventually ended up at a neurologist who misdiagnosed him with MS. Even though he'd done all the typical tests that you do for MS, and nothing pointed toward that disease. And he said he looked like he had advanced MS, so he was already at the end, according to him. And there was really no reason, which he admitted, and he wanted to treat him for that. So we ended up going to the Cleveland Clinic, and were told within about 20 minutes after being examined by the head of the MS clinic there, that my husband did not have MS, and that he needed testing for a leukodystrophy, which is a white matter disease. And it was suspected that he had a genetic condition. After all this testing, genetic testing and blood testing, enzyme activity testing, was correctly diagnosed. And it was a relief. Actually, it was frightening, but it was a relief to at least have a name for what was happening. And then, even though my husband wanted to hide from it, I went into gear and decided to find out about this disease, got on the internet, and whether there was an organization that could help us. And through all of that, it came to the APBD-RF, and got to Gregory Weiss, who was the founder, was amazing. I just called him outright, and we had probably a 30-minute conversation, and I felt I'd found my mission. Prior to that, he had some odd things happened. I assumed it was typical aging, and maybe some prostate problems, because I think he was having some problems urinating. Although, like, I hate to say it, like all men, he didn't want to talk about it. All my friends' husbands had prostate problems and were having the same kind of urinary issues. And his foot started feeling funny. I don't know exactly what. He would twist his ankle a lot, rotate it, and it was feeling funny to him. Then he started walking unsteadily. So he started using some aids to walk with, and I guess we thought, oh, it looks pretty neat. He's just getting a little older, and he's using a walking stick. But then it got a lot worse. He started stumbling. He also tired excessively after maybe walking a tenth of a mile, or playing golf. He used to walk the golf course all the time, and it just progressed. On a day-to-day basis, I've had to adjust, but it's okay. It's amazing. The day has 24 hours, so I can still do what I had done before, and I'm actually more efficient. And I focus in on what I want to do for me and what I want to do for him. And I want to make sure that we still have a full life. I don't want my husband or me, it's easy to just stay home. We've made our house very comfortable. We've redone it so that it's handicap accessible, but not obviously handicap accessible, because we didn't want to live in a hospital room, and it's not like that. And our lives in some ways have become fuller, because we make sure now that we go to a performance, or we have people to dinner, or we meet people for dinner. Whereas before it was, well, we can do that another time. It's easy just to stay home or whatever. I think we are accomplishing more. Now it is more difficult to get out, but I've gotten used to it. It's okay. We can do it. You can do a whole lot. And when you look around, there are a lot of people who are in a lot more difficult situations who make things happen. So it's okay. The other thing I think is really important is to have a sense of humor about everything, and not to, it is serious, but to smile and laugh and be as happy as you can. And the funny thing about this that's happened that I never would have expected is it's made my husband and me closer, and we have a more loving relationship now. Even though it was wonderful before, it's even better now, because we really, this is when the chips are down. This is when it really matters. So as bad as it is, it's okay. We're good.